Hello, fourth graders. This is Ms. Kovarek. Happy Friday. This is lesson 28, and we are going to talk about electrical circuits to continue our learning about energy. I'm not going to do this full screen because it's been messing up my video, so I'm just going to keep it like this. Electricity powers things at your home in a simple loop. A wire carries electricity from a power source to the thing being powered and then back to the source. This loop is called a circuit. Think about a flashlight. A flashlight uses a circuit. It uses metal wires and batteries to create a loop. Wires go from the batteries to the bulb and back to the batteries to complete the circuit. So here's a picture of what a circuit might look like. We always have our battery, which is our energy source, our power source. These wires allow that power, that energy to travel through to get to the light bulb. This specific circuit has a little switch so that you can turn it on and off. They don't all have that. Some of them you just have to take the wire off and put it on to disconnect it and then connect it again. So circuits are essentially a circular path of electricity, shaped like a circle, and electricity flows through it. It always has to have a battery source, which is its energy, wires, which allows the energy to flow through it, and then a light bulb, which is how we know whether it's working or not. If the light bulb is off, it's not working. If the light bulb is on, then it's a circuit. Electricity is passing through the circuit. And why do we use these? We use circuits to test whether an object conducts energy. So conducts, that means letting something pass through it, letting energy pass through it. So we'll talk more about that in a little bit. So we've got two types of objects we're going to be talking about, conductors and insulators. Conductors carry heat and electricity through it. So things made of metal, typically, aluminum, silver, and copper. Conductors will let that electricity pass through it. So these wires here, they're conductors because electricity is passing through the wires to get to the light bulb. So these would be things like soda cans, coins, anything made up of metal, like a screw or a nail, lots of different objects. I just can't think of them right now, but typically conductors are made up of those three types of metal. Now, insulators are the opposite. They do not carry heat and electricity well, and these are made up of the following: glass, plastic, ceramic, rubber, wood, wool or fabric, cork, and paper. So anything that goes from like a glass cup, maybe a glass vase, anything made up of plastic, so plastic spoons, plastic forks, that's a laundry basket there. Plastic cups, plastic bins, we use plastic for a lot these days. Ceramic is made up of clay. Rubber, so like a balloon, rubber gloves, anything made of wood, so like popsicle sticks, any furniture made of wood, anything made of fabric or wool, so that's like clothes, blankets, scarves, and anything made of paper. And then cork is something used to close bottles. So it's kind of like a squishy material. It's brown. It sort of resembles wood, but it's squishy and light. So those are all insulators. If I were to put one of those objects in between my wires, that light bulb would not light because it does not let energy pass through the object like the metal does. So this is an open and a closed circuit. When a circuit is closed, it is a closed circle. Electricity is passing through it. So as you can see, the energy is going from the battery to the light bulb and then back. So it is all flowing through energy and the light bulb is lit. Whereas an open circuit, there's a space right here. That means energy is flowing from here to here and here to here, but because it's not connected, it's not going to light the light bulb. Everything has to be connected in order for a circuit to work. So if I moved this wire and connected it to the light bulb, then the light bulb would light up. So we use circuits to test an object's conductivity, and that is how well it carries electricity. So all of our metal objects we talked about, those have a good conductivity because they let electricity pass through it. Whereas our plastic, the wood, the fabric, that has a bad conductivity because it does not let electricity or energy pass through it. We're going to place these objects in between the wire and the light bulb. So we're going to close the circuit with this object we're testing to see whether it conducts electricity or not. If it lights up, the object is a conductor. If it does not light up, the object is an insulator. So we're going to play a game to test ourselves on this. So you're going to have to click to enable the flash. It's loud. All right. So the step 1 says build an open circuit from all the parts on the screen by dragging the wires and light bulb into place. So this is our light bulb stand. So I'm going to start by dragging our light bulb here. Now this is our battery. So we need to use these wires to connect the battery to the light bulb. So that looks like it would go there. This here. And this guy here. Perhaps. So it says I might need to jiggle my wires a little bit just to get my connections right. So let's try that again. That's got to be it. Okay, so just make sure that your wires are right there in those spots. So now it says use the red wire to close the circuit and make it work. There we go. I closed the circuit with that wire. The light bulb lit up. That means that wire has to be a conductor. All right, so now you're going to test each of these objects one at a time, see if the light bulb lights up or not. If it does, it will go under conductor. So for example, this is a metal paper clip. I'm going to assume that it's going to light up because I think it's metal. And it does. So I'm going to take this paper clip and I'm going to drag it to conductors. Okay. Now if I checked something like this tree branch, this is probably made of wood. It's probably not going to work. Oh, surprising. It does. So I was wrong. It's a conductor. It's going to go here. Wool yarn, that one definitely will not be working because I know wool does not work. Insulator. All right. So you're going to go through each of those objects, put them in the right spot, and then you're going to move on to our Google form. I'm going to just read each question quickly and then you can get started. Number 1, why is the light bulb not on in the picture below? Number 2, which object is not, be careful, not part of a circuit? 3, which object is most likely a conductor? Same with number 4, which one is most likely a conductor? Number 5 and 6 want to know which one is most likely an insulator. Number 7, what's the definition of conductivity? And number 8, which letter shows where you'd place an object to test its conductivity? Please use this slideshow. You've got some great pictures here to help you out and get you the answers to all of those questions. As always, use your Zoom hours, leave a comment on Google Classroom, and we are here to help you. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend, and we will see you on Monday. Goodbye, Adams.